Shape Milk, hello!
Hi, it's the new Power Bottoms.
Hello! How's it going, everybody? Welcome one and all, to Misty Mountain Gaming streaming the Edge of Knowledge. We're so thankful to have all of you here. Well and good. My name is Dan. I am the DM. You can find me at Dan DM James, and perhaps other socials. Be on the lookout. Some clips of some of the episodes are going to be posted on socials soon, so be on the lookout.
Here we go.
We're having some inclement weather down here in California with the rain, and how my internet works is that if it rains, it kind of messes with it. So if anything happens, you'll know the reason why, but things are looking pretty good right now. We've been stable, we've been solid. Everything.
We in California don't know how to do rain, so
we don't have the infrastructure.
Okay.
But before we get through all of the announcements, I just want to quickly introduce our lovely players here in the Edge of Knowledge. Why don't we start over here with Crash Candy Cosplay?
Oh God, me first! Hi, I'm Crash Candy! So, I cosplay, I do makeup, I do a lot of the things that the other girls here do. What do I do that's different?
You play a boy.
That's for you to find out! And I'm your dad now. Moving on.
Yay, congratulations!
Huzzah! I've always wanted a father. Now,
Son! Let's go throw the ball around, champ.
That's what I've always wanted.
We can go to Dairy Queen afterwards.
And then
I'm more of a
here,
Baskin Robbins.
we have Ellie D&D.
Hi, I'm Ellie D&D on socials. I'm your resident bisexual big sister, and we're just a happy family here. I play Mimi. I have a lot of stuffed animals.
Oh yeah, I probably should have said character. Oops.
That too.
Oh, and I voted today. I hope y'all did too.
Yes.
Yeah!
It's voting time. Vote, everybody. And then watch this afterwards, or watch this in the voting booth. However you want to
Take
go
us
about
to
it.
the
Make
polls
them-
with
Exactly.
Yes,
Take us to the
please.
polls.
Here we go.
Thank you for
Do
the
that.
sub. We appreciate it. And then right above me, we have Cheesecake Panda.
Well,
Hi. Yeah, I'm Cheesecake Panda, and look, I got a pikey.
Pikey.
Please
Big
say hello to
She's in
people.
the sleevey.
He's hiding.
Okay, making sure that she's,
Looks like a
breathing
little
and living
eldritch
because I gave them a
monster.
lot of toys earlier, and she ate a chunk of them.
Yeah.
But anyway, I'm Cheesecake
Girls'
Panda.
night, non-split.
I play Vessi, who's our party cleric. She's a water genasi, so. And I'll be in
Yay.
New York next week with Maddie.
Yeah, it's a
Look
big
out.
way. I'm so excited.
It's gonna be
Yeah.
exciting. And then speaking of,
John
we
forgot to
have
book my ticket, but he's doing it today.
we have
Oh,
Maddie
John.
Mademoiselle.
Maddie
Oh,
Hello. It's me. Hi.
It's me.
It's me. If you guys haven't listened to Taylor Swift's new album, Midnights, she is breaking record upon record, and you should be a part of music history. So stream it on your favorite streaming platforms, purchase it, do all the good things. I play Epixie. She is a satyr and a fangirl, and she writes fan fiction. And I can't wait for you guys to have a chance to hear more of her Wattpad-style stories.
I
Yes.
watched full length once.
And
Yeah.
last but not least, we have Nick Friedson.
Hi, I'm Nick Friedson. That's me. You can catch me at Nick Friedson. Very original name. I am the party druid, Circle of the Moon,
Yay.
Solstice. What's that?
You were a whale last session.
I was a whale last session. Yeah.
It was cool.
Full
I
whale.
turned into. I was about to say Shamu, but that's sad. I turned into an.
There you go.
And
And you
Yeah.
almost ate me.
that wasn't the plan.
You hugged her tongue.
I hugged her
Yeah, I
whole
hugged.
body
yeah.
with. Anyway.
Truly.
I was appreciative
Sure.
of it.
It was
Good. I'm glad.
all well and good.
Yeah, that's
Fantastic,
fine.
beautiful, amazing players. Well, again, thank you all for signing on. We got a couple of announcements signing up. First things first, give your all yourselves a round of applause. We surpassed our subscription goal for November. Woo!
Already?
It was 32.
It's only the 8th.
We already passed it. And you know what that means? That
Wow.
means we have a brand new subscription goal. You can see it right however my camera decides to work, right below Maddie there, of 64. And at the end of the 64 subscription goal, we got a big ol' food challenge stunt that many of the men of the Misty Mountain Gaming will be participating in.
Challenge?
Indeed. To my understanding,
eating,
it is...
It's eating the fermented fish things from
Oh,
Sweden.
I don't know what they're called. I wanted
Viking
to say
surströmming.
Surströmming,
Ah!
yeah.
Viking
It
surströmming.
smells horrendous.
That's the
Listen,
fun
like-
of it.
because though the things that
Nasty.
smell really bad taste really good.
Like I love routines.
So
and,
Dude,
like,
yeah,
doesn't
and it's
do.
the
But no,
devil.
this is notorious for people not enjoying it.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
So if you want to see people...
I know a guy who got a rash after he ate it.
No!
There you
That
go.
is
So
such
if
a
you want
great
to
thing
tune
to
in
say,
for
Maddie.
rashes,
If you
tune
wanna
into our
see the
subscriber
dudes
goal
get
at
rash-
64.
Subscribe!
Skin abrasions.
Woo!
And then if we pass that, there may be seconds. Who knows? But
Seconds, thirds,
Guys,
fourths.
do a hot
the whole
tub.
thing, the 11s, the
So
whole
many
kit and caboodle.
rashes.
11 C's, second breakfast.
Indeed.
Yes.
So, also, we have so many streams happening on this website nowadays. You gotta tune in. Obviously, of course, you have tuning in right now to the Theros campaign of the Edge of Knowledge.
Tuesdays are most important.
Tuesdays are killer. And tomorrow we have our fantastic ongoing campaign of the Wild Beyond the Witchlight, where you can see some of our players
It's pretty
here.
cool. It's alright. Yeah.
Gotta
We're
check
getting
it
pretty
out.
close to the end, like I'm
Yeah.
just saying, like
Very
you gotta check in.
The end game.
You gotta check in. And then Thursdays...
What I would do to hear you two talk like that in like a podcast. You sound like you'd have a radio show.
Truly.
That's been an ongoing joke with those two.
And then Thursdays, our brand new campaign that premiered last week, Search for the Spellforge, will be continuing. So tune in next time. That's a new take on the Lost Mines of Phil Danver? Phil and Danver? Phil Donver? I have butchered that. I apologize.
And Delver.
right.
Vandelver. That's
Vandelver.
it. That is correct.
And Delver.
A new take on
We
the
got
Lost Mines of
there.
Vandelver.
Who
It is-
really says D&D names correctly anyways?
Who does?
Don't
Not
come to
me.
For the way I say it tomorrow.
And Fridays...
Gorgeous girls don't.
Fridays we have the fantastic Two Nerds Play, where they're continuing the Divinity 2 Original Sin. So tune in for relaxing Fridays on some fun video game shenanigans. Thank you for all the new followers and subscribers, and also tune in soon down the pipeline in December. We have a Hallow Dragon Dice giveaway, a very unique set that I don't think has been released yet, or has been released, or it hasn't been released. Some news
I
down the
have.
pipeline of what those are. Not those ones, a different type.
Oh.
Yes.
And
Yeah.
that-
I got
I'm
those in my
so
desk too.
embarrassed. This, you know, gosh, egg on my
Um,
face.
But
They're so
Aegon.
pointy if you roll them around.
These are
Dragon.
cool too, and they jingle when you roll.
Do jingle.
And for every dice giveaway, they happen during streams, so tune in when they happen. So keep posted, and you can keep all of the
We'll
news
have
and the posts
another-
of all this in the Discord channel. Which if you aren't part of the Discord channel, tune in now. It's fantastic. Some
This
I'm
great
hanging with
folks
I'm
in
You
there.
can watch
We'll
us
have
be
the-
stupid and very, very funny.
And you get to see fan art too. People post fan art.
Yeah.
I
Oh,
wanna
it's so
post
cool.
Fan art is
You
really
can
cool.
post it there. You can
Yes.
tag us on a social.
Yeah. Come
Like
on the
this one, I
internet.
do pixie.
Look at the
Pixie.
pixie. I have been so spoiled with pixie art. I feel so special.
But Maddie, you deserve it so much. So
Oh,
We love
you
you,
just
baby.
stop
I
it.
don't know if you can see it, but like I was trying to draw over.
Hey, you little shithead!
Look at
Oh
that
my God,
little
fuck
Look
you!
at his little like.
Look at that.
Thank you, IC, for the inspiration for
Oh,
Solstice
yes,
Deo
yeah.
and Pixie.
We have inspirations and guidance on the channel points, so keep watching, get those points, provide our players some guidance, some
Can you
inspirations.
please say hello to people for once in your whole life? You be friends.
Absolutely
you.
not.
Why? You like this? Why?
Alrighty. So without further ado, I think it's about time we play some D&D. What do you all think?
I guess so.
You
Can I
guys?
think
While
about
we're
it?
When you wanna think
here,
about it
we
while we're
might
here?
as well.
Can I think of
It's okay, Dan. You
Alrighty.
and me can just play.
I got a cookie. I'm prepared.
Last, where we had left off, our heroes had defeated a massive sea serpent, whereupon their ship was badly damaged and needed to find shelter out of the islands that they saw within the distance. They chose the island in which seems to have some teams of human civilization or some civilization of some kind with markings of buildings along the mountaintops. But as they sailed on into the new day, further exploring in, they arrived at said island town and found many buildings, sights and sounds, but no people, no animals, no signs of life anywhere. It was quite peculiar. And upon inspecting further, it seems that there were defaced symbols of Thassa, seemingly some form of helioid. However, that is shift is still not answered as to why these symbols have been painted over, defaced in such ways. But what our heroes did find was that they found a peculiar lighthouse that had a grand sculpture of Thassa standing before it. And before that, there was an entire grid of these images, all depicting various symbols and scenes from myths abound. And our heroes have tried many different combinations, could not figure it out, how to get inside the lighthouse. But they've done one combination too many, as it seems, as right as they were on the verge of getting the correct answer,
Didn't do nothing.
the island begins to sink.
Oh God!
And so, what we're going to do real quick is that we're actually going to do a little bit of a mock initiative. So there are no enemies in sight, but there is something rather dangerous happening. So I'm gonna need everybody to roll for initiative, please.
Oh,
God!
I
Wait,
That's
rolled
a start.
Come
As
here,
well.
Booker. I need you.
Yes,
I'm still
Need
perched
help.
atop the lighthouse.
yes. Solstice being perched as a giant eagle above the lighthouse.
Ooh.
And
All right.
Dan, you just got a DM's accomplice dabs.
Oh.
He said, "Have
Oh,
fun with
no.
it, Dan."
We love it. We love to
Welcome
see
to
it.
our last session.
No.
we about to go down.
I got a natural 1, everybody.
I did
Ooh.
too.
Natural
Well, this is
one.
time
I
to
got
do
a
it.
2, and so it's a 4.
Starting out the night strong.
Vessi, what did
Solstice
you
and
get?
a Pixie.
Out of 15.
15.
Hey.
The Pixie.
I rolled a nat 1, but with my initiative bonus, it'll be a 6.
Damn! I forgot you're super high.
Mimi.
I got a 2, but with my initiative bonus, it's 4.
Hey.
And then Deo.
I got a 5, but with my initiative bonus, that's an 8.
Oh, and my initiative,
Oh, great.
bonus. That means I got a big old 4.
I'm so proud of us.
Yeah,
Wow.
we're so great.
If you
Imagine
I
being
just gave you
this
the
caught
number
off
with
guard.
my- I just gave you a number with my initiative already at.
Ty knows how to do math.
Yeah.
So, first act as the island begins to sink further and further. Vessi, that is going to be you.
Just like kind of like cursing to herself, and she's gonna quickly try punching one more set of plates just to see if it'll work. But I don't remember what number the plate I wanted to hit was because I was trying to find it. She's gonna try hitting. I don't remember if we tried 5 or not, but she's gonna do 5, 18, 14, 8, knowing that the last 3 are right, and just like and see if that stops anything if she gets it right.
Each 4. The blue sapphire. 1, 2, 3, 4. Light up. Once that happens, you see the marble depiction of Thassa on the lighthouse lowers into the ground, creating an opening into the lighthouse.
Is the island still going down?
The island is still going down.
Okay.
You all hear Vessi. You guys all hear Vessi just scream, "I can breathe underwater, it's fine." And she goes in.
Do you head directly into the lighthouse?
Yeah.
Fantastic. All right, Vessi, you've now made it into the lighthouse. Next to act, that is going to be Deo.
I'm gonna scream back, "Do you know how many of hands?" And against my better judgment, I'm gonna run after her.
Run after into the lighthouse.
Yep.
Rock and roll. You've made it into the lighthouse.
Oh
All right.
god.
Meanie, that is going to be you.
Or wouldn't it be Maddie?
Well, so I think I forgot to mention, when you get a nat 1 on initiative, there's no initiative bonus added to that. That's a nat 1.
Not fair. Not fair at all.
I want everyone to know I have a good initiative bonus, though,
That's true.
for the record.
I know, it's
But it's
literally
okay.
insane.
You go, Mimi.
She definitely thinks for a minute that Tior must be so fucking confused right now, and runs into the lighthouse.
Something
Takes in
happening.
the boat and he's like, "What the fuck?"
Rock and roll. Alrighty. The Pixie and Solstice, I need both of you to please give me a dexterity saving throw, if you could be so kind.
Oh,
Yes, indeed, my
okay. Oh, boy. Oh, wait, I'm good at dex. Dirty 20.
Woo!
All right.
And then as a
That
giant
is-
eagle.
As a giant eagle, well, my friend. That is...
Caca.
I don't know.
Caca, caca.
Caca.
Ah, indeed.
That is a 22.
Ooh. So, as the island
us.
sinks further into the ocean, there's a huge rumbling of the island as it sinks. You then watch as water begins to fill up the town and start to surround everything. It has not hit where you guys are now. You also see that from the sheer force of the island sinking, a wave has knocked back your ship where Tior is, and the ship is now sailing across on the wave of the island sinking.
Oh no!
Ooh, okay.
I mean,
But with those high dex scores, each of you are able to maintain your balance and are not knocked over.
Okay.
that's good.
It's all
It's because
right.
we both got aminal legs. We've got extra muscles
True.
and glutes.
Exactly. A pixie, that's going to be you.
Mine are mostly
Um,
gone.
Epixies, watching her friends up into this lighthouse, and she just goes, "Hi, okay." She's just gonna follow. So her little horseshoes on her hooves just go ting 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 as she runs.
Nice. All right, you are inside the lighthouse. Solstice, what are you going to do?
How big is the doorway?
It's not big enough for a huge creature of your size to get through. It'd be big enough for a large creature, but not a huge one.
That is just unfair.
But it would count, I think, as like difficult terrain, 'cause I think it implies that all you have to do is just crawl. So if you have the movement for it, then you can make it through.
I will dive bomb towards the door, and as I dive bomb, I will glide right before I hit the floor so that I'm headed straight for the opening, and I will change back into my human.
Beautiful.
That's cool.
So as our heroes rush into the
That's pretty
lighthouse,
sick.
the Solstice flying off mid-air, gliding through, change back. As you head inside the lighthouse, we now drop out of initiative as you all have decided to head inside the lighthouse. Once that happens, after about another, a little less than a minute from as you guys enter, the door of the lighthouse closes as it shuts completely. And then once that happens, you then watch as waves and waves of water crash up against the lighthouse, and the entire structure, the entire island, sinks underwater.
Oh no.
I think Theor maybe might not have been so lucky.
How fast did he fix a boat?
Well, he said a few days, didn't he? Not
Well, I
sure.
mean, like,
I remember.
It still floated, it just we couldn't really go long distances with it, so maybe he's just not floating on the boat.
Yeah, but when we left him, he was
Can
in.
anybody do something? Send him. Can anybody send him a message in any way?
I
No.
Yeah, oh, yeah,
Don't do magic.
I can. Hold on just real quick. Everyone, slow down.
I'm gonna cast Sending.
Mhm.
And I'm just gonna say,
Hey, so, we kind of accidentally did that.
we kind of actually.
Don't worry, we got this figured out. Hope you're okay. Good luck out there.
5 more.
So,
It's Pixie, by the way.
Atta girl.
you get a moment passes, and then you get a response back that says, "What in the skies of Nyx did you do? The entire island has sunk into the Siren Sea itself. Where are you?"
hey, Pixie, is he saying anything?
He's alive.
Oh
But is
my
he saying
god.
anything? Did he
He's
say anything
okay.
specific?
Great.
Island's gone.
Well, I think
Now what?
Well,
He just sounded mad, honestly. So maybe it's good that we're here and not out there with him.
Yeah, well, at least he's above water.
I think we can still, like, if we go up to the top, maybe we can find a way to get out.
Yeah,
But is that just gonna let water in?
we could climb
We're
inside
not-
Solstice's
we're not
whale
sure how
mouth
this-
again.
I
Yeah, no,
don't
it's
think.
weird.
So,
But a whale's not gonna fit in here.
just to
The
give you
whale will
guys
sit
a
out there.
brief description as to what you're looking at the moment you've entered inside the lighthouse. You see before you, where you are currently, is this sort of what appears to be a you would describe it potentially as a workshop, as there are like several like desks and sort of like wooden desks and scrawls of paper sort of like loomed about. There also appears to be a random assortment of these items sort of like spaced out across the desks themselves. And there's also appears to be some gear that seemingly was aided to assist in lighting the lighthouse, but they all seem to be worn out and out of use. You see that there are spiral stone stairs sort of leading up to the main lighthouse itself, so that to the viewing deck, and oddly enough, unlike most of the lighthouses, there appears to be a long set of stone staircases leading down.
May I do a perception check on the desks to see if there are any compartments, things that look out of the ordinary?
Absolutely. Go ahead and give me a perception check.
Ooh,
I just look
nat
around
20.
for things to take. Oh, never mind.
Solstice, you head over to the desk, and as you scan and look through, you open some of the drawers. You see lodged behind one of the drawers, seemingly accidentally, so not something that was like meant to be hidden, but sort of accidentally lodged into the back there. You yank out this medallion. This medallion appears to have a symbol of a font pouring water out.
Symbol of a fawn?
Or sort of like a vase sort of pouring water out.
Oh, a vase.
Yeah.
A vase.
Comic Sans.
What is it made of?
Appears to be made of marble entirely.
Alright, so it is a necklace of sorts.
Could be fashioned as such.
Oh, okay, a medallion you said. My
Yeah, it could be fashioned like one.
bad. Medallion. Wonderful. Is there any way I could do check to see if I recognize if this is an insignia of some organization? Or
Yeah, go ahead and just give me a religion check. I'll say with advantage because you got a nat 1 or nat 20 to find it.
I'll take advantage on a nat one any day. Nat 20 again.
That is a symbol of Ephera, the goddess of civilization and policies.
Wow.
And I think on a nat 20, you can also discern that it has some magical properties.
Ooh. Everyone, I think I found something in the desk.
What?
It's a marble medallion with symbol of Ephera. I believe she's the goddess of civilization. Are any of you followers of her?
No.
I feel like this might come in handy later, but kind of feel bad taking it.
Why would there be one of those in a lighthouse that has Thassa on the front?
To ask, would I have any
Maybe-
idea if Thassa, if this was a god Thassa was okay with, shall we say? Like,
Give me
they weren't
a-
enemies or anything like that?
Sure, give me a religion check.
Oh, thank goodness, that's a +6. So that's 12
Ooh.
6. That's an 18.
If memory serves me right, I'm going to double check this information. I believe they're indifferent towards one another. I think both of them understand. Thassa does lean more towards nature and sort of the understanding that nature has its place, especially within the ocean and how it operates. But she doesn't really care too much for Ephera. I think she understands that Ephera is a proponent of cities themselves, and being that there are Triton cities under the ocean itself, she's not. I wouldn't say that they're on like great terms, but I think she's just indifferent to your knowledge of her understanding.
Bessie, does Does Afera seem to on good terms with your goal?
I mean, not necessarily. Don't hate each other, but they don't really like each other either. You know, like they just kind of up. Now, kind of thing. You know, like they don't really.
Oh, sort of like the waves,
things
sort of like
together.
up and down, sort of, you know, like.
Like if you pass someone on the street that you've met once and you do the. Because you're not going to actually say hello.
You do the what?
Yeah.
The.
Oh, I'm sorry. Because I'm from another.
Oh yeah,
place.
if you've only met someone once, we're just going to do a little this realm lesson. If you've only met someone like once or twice, you don't know them super well, you see them on the street, and you don't really want to have a conversation, but it would be rude to not acknowledge them. You just do this with your mouth, you go, and you can keep going. Yeah, just like that. Perfect.
That feels really weird.
It's
Yeah, it usually is a little awkward.
Is it supposed to feel awkward?
It's like
In
a
the moment,
speech.
it doesn't, but afterwards, and you kind of think about it.
We don't
Like
really
in
do
the
that.
moment, it just is like a thing you do.
We feel like we don't really do that in the Feywild. Like I said.
Anyway, Deo's gonna run up the stairs.
Sorry, I feel like that there wasn't really an person, so I just felt.
No, it's a good
No,
question to
it's so
ask. It's a
cute.
good question.
So Deo, you make your way as you
Thanks,
rush
Pixie.
up the stairs as you head towards the
Yeah.
the reason the lighthouse has its name of the actual
Yes.
proponent that gives it its name. As you make your way up, you see the sort of glass pane windows that allow you to see into right now the ocean itself. And as you look through and watch, you notice as you stand there for a moment or so, you notice that the island didn't just sink, it is sunk and it is now moving. As you watch water
Whoa.
pass in front of you.
Hey guys, you're gonna want to see this.
Solstice is gonna run upstairs.
I'm gonna do an aquarium kid thing, like little children, and I'm just gonna like on the grass to kind of look out.
And like, the little
Yeah.
the little happy face.
Yeah.
You said, Dan, that there's a down too.
There are stairs leading down.
Yeah, Vesty in her mind is gonna be like, "It's that kid." She's gonna go downstairs instead of upstairs.
Cool.
Which way are we gonna go, gang?
You guys!
I'm
Um,
coming!
Solstice-
Two of
You know,
them,
run up.
two of them are upstairs. One's going down. Then there's you two.
We're like a middle. Like,
We could just stay here.
I mean, that sounds pretty
But
reasonable.
I know
Okay.
you're really good friends with Bessie, so if you want to go downstairs, that's cool too.
I don't want you to be alone.
Oh, I'll just like flip a coin or something, honestly.
Do you want to flip the medallion or something?
Oh yeah, let me see that.
Okay, yeah, you can take the medallion.
I'm rolling a d4.
Oh, I'm gonna go up, but I'll meet up with you in a little bit. Here's your medallion back.
Thanks. Well, I guess I'll.
Let's wait, before you go. If something goes wrong, we should have like a code word that we can call out, because we're gonna split up.
I mean, if
Okay,
we hear
so-
someone scream, I assume we know to turn.
I guess, but like, what if it's an excited scream? I think if something goes wrong, we should shout,
Shape milk.
shape milk! Yes, that is the code word.
Right, and I high
Those are
five.
two
You
words.
guys!
I high five, and then I run upstairs.
Yeah,
I am up.
the only one who knows right now.
You mean are you heading upstairs?
Yeah, I gotta.
So,
What's going on?
So Solstice and Vessi, as you guys descend further and further down, you realize that the trip down the stairs seems a bit longer than the trip going upstairs. And as you also start to notice, the wall sconces along the sides are not lit, so it starts to become darker and darker and darker the longer you do not have the sunlight to aid you.
Bessie, do you have any, perhaps, maybe you could make a light? Or something?
Yeah, pretty sure I should have.
I
What's on my
can.
hands?
But I'd rather
Looking
not.
at my inventory, I should have a way to do like your normal, like a lantern setup. I don't know if I have that though. I have a torch. So if you can create a tiny little flame on it, we'll have a torch.
Solstice, kind of a visible uncomfortableness and fear flashes across her eyes, and she kind of looks at her wrapped hand, gives a shake, and she looks
Hey,
at.
if you can't do it, it's okay. I could always put it down a little ways and just sacred flame it. You know, it might just explode. But we could also try that.
No, I don't want it to explode. I haven't.
I don't want to make you uncomfortable. You know, I know it bothers you. So
Yeah, I'll do it, and I will use produce flame to light the torch.
Cool. Would you consider this an uncontrolled fire or a controlled fire?
I think any fire to me
Why don't you go ahead
is
and give me that?
uncontrollable.
Why don't you go ahead and give me that wisdom save then?
Oh, that's tilted. Dice tray is not a great tray. Okay, that's a 15 and plus wisdom.
Mm-hmm.
Gonna be plus 9, so that's 24.
Okay.
Damn, that's pretty
So-
good.
As you cast the flames within your hands, gently lay it over the torch, lights up, you remove the flame from your hands, and you're able to keep strong and hold firm.
Okay. As soon as it's lit, I back up at least 10 feet.
She's gonna take it and just hold it as far out on the other side as she can. And she's gonna hold a hand out just in case Solstice wants to take it, and just, it's very good. I'm very proud of you for doing something you didn't want to do. So, thank you. I'll walk ahead if you don't want to be near it. It's fine if you don't want to be near it. Just you can be around so you can see things, okay? We could have avoided this whole thing. Do either of us even have dark vision? Is that a thing that we could have just done?
Well, the fun fact about dark vision is that while it's helpful in the dark, it's not necessarily 100%
Yeah,
night vision.
I've got dark vision, but
I don't know if this might be the first character I played on the channel that doesn't.
Ooh.
aha!
Wow.
So you, Bessie, you
I
needed
the
it.
hard way with Naya that I was like,
Oh.
oh shit, I can't see anything. I'm blind.
So Solstice is gonna follow Vessi like 5 feet behind.
The whole time,
Wrapping-
Bessie's just holding it as far out in front of her as she can.
And Solstice and Bessie, you make your way further and further down the depths. And as you do, eventually as you circle further and further down, it seems endless for a while. But then there comes a moment where you see a light forming towards the end of it. This sort of radiant pink light of some kind.
I
Just
grab
before,
Bessie's hand.
as you grab Vessie's hands, we'll quickly hop on over to the crew up top as Pixie, Mimi, and Deo make the discovery that the island appears to be moving.
Weird, right?
Yeah.
Ah,
I love that we have the like scared of fire gang and the what the fuck?
And the other three, other three are just upstairs, just like
We're all
Huh.
just like, man, this is crazy. Anyway,
Fucking
Yeah.
wild, bro.
Pixie joins Deo in like hand pressed against the glass and fogging up where we're looking.
Yeah.
Uh,
Just smudges everywhere.
you think we'll see sharks?
I don't know, probably.
oh,
I mean, it is the ocean, right?
I've always wanted to see a shark.
I've never seen one either.
I don't know that. In my experience, islands aren't supposed to move on their own.
Oh yeah, that. I mean, they did say that the islands like move around, right?
They,
But like they mean literally moving around.
I may
I-
misremembered the lore. Hang on.
Well, go ahead,
mean,
and
I never-
Stars do.
go ahead and give me a history check, Mimi.
Okay.
I never really thought about like the process of them moving. I just assumed that it was
Yeah, I thought
hard
it
to
was
navigate.
earthquakes and stuff that would move them over time.
You said
Yeah.
History, yeah.
17?
So Mimi, on a 17, it does dawn on you that there was a recollection that the Draka Isles did have an ability for them to move to Thassa's will. So it's possible that Thassa may be moving them. However, I think it does seem odd to you how quickly this one sank and then moved.
Well, because, and this is a shot in the dark, but we were going to meet an island turtle, a dragon turtle. I was thinking Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Do you love a dragon?
Could this island be a dragon turtle? Because they've mistaken for islands before.
I mean, I've never seen one.
I could be way off, but I'm like, it's moving pretty.
I look at the glass. Do we see any evidence of like extremities of any kind? Anything that might indicate something is moving or breathing?
Go ahead and give me a perception check.
Okay. That's 15.
So as you like look through, hoping to like maybe see like a fin or a some type of movement indicating animal, you aren't able to pick that up. What you do see, if anything, is as you look up a little bit past where the mountains are, and as you watch, you can see the peaks of the mountains shift and move in sway with one another.
The fuck?
You see that out there? Like, is that moving too, or am I crazy?
This is so take it all at once. We were just like running from an earthquake and now this.
That's really big.
Do you guys think the reason there's no people here is because they all just floated away when the island went down before, maybe?
Could do it.
I mean, I still want to say, like, maybe soldiers had something to do with it, but then there'd at least be blood or something.
Yeah.
I mean, the vandalism's still there. But
And I mean, people do live in nomadic places sometimes, but this moves so fast. Or well, oh shit, what if this did go under one time? Then there wouldn't necessarily be any bodies.
I mean, I think we might need to grab Bessie. a little more learned on the
Yeah.
ocean, so she have a better.
Yeah, I don't know if this is a dragon turtle.
And as you discuss that, as Vessi and Solstice make their way further, I want to give a little bit of ample warning to our players and our audience here. There will be a little bit of... The only word I can describe it is body horror, but it is not so severe as most things. At least I don't think, but I will give sort of ample warning. Players, as always, if something is too much, feel free to just message me directly on Discord. I'll answer it and we'll reconvene. But as you, Vessi and Solstice, you make your way following this sort of pink light, making your way through, you start to notice that the stone workings of your stairs end in a sort of grand, almost sort of like a grand entrance. There are columns facing to where you are, and stairs sort of like leading down to this more sort of rocky cave exterior. You can see that there looks to be these several old what appears to be like old campsites of some kind, and these formations of sort of aquatic plant life and sort of like aquatic marble sort of aquatic plants with sort of like aquatic textures splayed out. But you see where those like placements of aquatic textures are, you see some semblance of humanoid parts, so some hands, some legs, and you see as the stairs lead out, it leads into this grand sort of altar. On this altar, there appears that there is sort of underneath on the stone facing in front of it the sort of symbol of Thassa that has since been sort of etched over in stone, and you all see the word Rixmes. I probably mispronounced that, but I will send that in our chat here for all of you, and then if somebody could post that to the audience, that would also be fantastic.
And this is downstairs, so the three of us don't know this is going on?
Correct. So the three of you don't know this yet. So you see this. You also see that there appears to be this sort of wall of aquatic-like plants acting as sort of a barrier. Behind that, what appears to be this huge flowing river that is moving about through the cave. And then on the other side of that, you see that there is the source of the light, which along the cave wall, there appears to be this large, massive, pink and sort of reddish sphere that is sort of like melded into the wall itself. And you can see it is slightly glowing, sort of this radiating that pink light, sort of providing light into the cave system here. And you also see, standing by the altar, there appears to be this sort of humanoid shape. And as they turn to look at you, you see this sort of, what appears facially sort of as sort of a humanoid man on it, but strapped around his whole body are several barnacles that are all sort of laced around and sort of almost growing off of him. His skin has turned like dark gray to match the barnacles, and he stands, looks towards Vessi and Solstice and says, "Oh, hi! Look, we have guests! That's so lovely! Hello!
I like it.
Hi!
Bessie's gonna put herself in between, like stand in front of Solstice, basically just like, she's the shorter of the two. She's standing there holding the torch out threateningly, like not at all bothered by the fact that there's weird things around, because she's now just like, what, I have to fight? This is who I'm gonna fight. She's, what are you?
I am Alkman. Hello. Who are you?
Hello, I asked the questions here. Who are you talking to besides me?
You and your friend.
You said we have guests, not I have guests.
Yes. Well, I think of my other acolytes, but they have long since passed. Died. Years. Their minds gone. But my mind is still here. Alkman is here.
How long have you been down here?
I have forgotten, if I am honest. I did at one point keep track, but as the days went on, I have forgotten.
Okay.
Are you aware that we're underwater right now?
I felt the rumbling of Rixmees, so I presumed that we have resided under the ocean once more.
Were you human?
Ah, I see. You're talking about this? Yes. This is...
Is that a yes?
I like to think I still am, but I have newfound gifts. You see as he sort of holds his hand aloft, sort of water forms around in his hand and sort of like whips around and creates these like little shapes within the water. I at first thought it a curse. Maybe it still is, but it has brought me many revelations.
Bessie, we should get the others.
You have more friends! Oh, that's so nice!
Was
Can
talking
Alkman
about...
does not have to feel lonely anymore. That is so lovely.
Let him join the party. I like it.
I would like.
Are you sure about this?
I would like to use my meta magic adept feat to send sending in a subtle spell way, so that it's not
Absolutely.
like he can't hear it.
Absolutely.
And
yeah.
I'm going to send it.
Shape
I'm gonna
milk.
send it to Mimi. Send me. What are you talking?
Send shape
How many? Okay, that was 7 words just to say that. Mimi, there is a person down here. Normal person. That's like all that you get because she's a little too distracted by having used like 7 to 8 words to say shape milk. What are you saying?
Okay. We'll head down, and that's it. And I like turn to the others and be like, "Sounds like they got company." And
Like,
They-
good bad way.
I don't know. They just said a person. Also, this guy, I'm
Okay.
picturing like a dead man's chest, like the
Yeah.
Canadian with like fish people.
That's exactly how you should be picturing them. Exactly like Dead Man's
Excellent.
Chest.
Oh my god.
That's why I said mild
like-
body
like
horror.
his dad?
Very much
Okay,
that.
yeah.
Very
Scared
much.
the hell out of me when I was 8, so like, I was like, I don't want to be a fish person. So, well, also I was
Ash and I both have watched Color Out of Space and other questionable body horror.
Yeah.
things. For me, it's okay.
Love
Sure,
Color
you
Out
know,
of
Want
Space.
to give ample warning, you know.
Oh, I very
Yeah.
much
Yeah.
read it.
Should we be
Uh,
sneaky about it, or should we just like barge down?
I mean, if they said shape milk, maybe we should just go.
Well, they said shape milk, but like with a question mark. Like, because it started with shape milk, what are you talking about? And then, so that may have just been a separate conversation. And then said.
I say we just start walking.
Yeah, I think just a.
I'm gonna do that.
So
Yeah,
you
I'm
guys.
gonna start
that
going
works.
down the
I just
stairs.
picture every time that Deo is doing that and staring directly while saying, I'm moving this way, it's just Deo just like dead face, just he's like stepping backward.
Yep.
Yeah,
Was
I'm
Like
Like,
eye
I mean-
contact with the camera and then leave.
Yeah.
I'm doing like the AIS, like I'm going and you guys can choose to follow. Like, but I'm like, we are leaving at 7. Your ass is in the seat or not.
Pixie is
So-
taking the shape milk seriously. She's like, let's go.
So you all head down to where Vessi and Solstice are and see the sort of same scene laid out before you. As you all entered, you see Alkman as he has introduced himself, and he says, "Oh, friends, oh, company, oh, this is so nice." Oh,
Hi.
What the hell?
Everyone, this is Alkman. We
Well,
just
very good.
met.
Yeah.
What's up?
Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
I don't like that.
I'm sorry. I do not mean.
Oh, no, I'm sorry. That should have been something I said to myself in my head. It's nice to meet you.
It's so nice to meet you. This is so nice.
You
People
said
to
you-
talk to.
So you don't have anyone to talk to down here.
No, my acolytes, as you see, sort of gesturing to the other bodies throughout the room, they have long since passed.
Oh my shit. There. Dude, how long have you been down here?
Huh?
Mimi's just going, okay, just one
He
opponent.
doesn't know.
Have you been like stuck down here?
At first, yes. But I have been blessed by Rixmies.
Who's that?
By the who?
Rixmies. The island.
Island?
Yes.
The island has a name?
Yes. The island provides. Alkman has water, as he sort of takes one of the bowls off of the altar, dips it in the flowing river that's by, takes a sip. Water, places it down. And food, takes one of the aquatic plants to sort of acting as a barrier to the river. He like snaps off a piece of it and just starts chewing on it.
I like seaweed
Oh.
too, I get it.
Dude, you know, like, this was the water for a little bit. You could have just gone out.
Yes, there was a time. All above water.
Can I make a history check on Rixmies?
Go for it.
That's smart. I just want to be this dude's buddy.
That is a 12, 13.
The name sounds familiar, and I think its familiarity is that it is named as one of the islands in the Draka Isles.
Okay.
That's as much as you can recollect, though.
And the name Rixmies is called upon the altar of Thassa?
It is so there was an altar of Thassa, and then it appears that that name, Eryxmes, has been etched on in stone, almost carved on top of that symbol.
How much?
Did
Okay,
you-
this is a weird question. How much taller am I than this guy? Like 6'5".
How tall are you? 6'5"?
Mhm.
He's about like 7 feet tall.
Oh shit! I love him. He's real
Whoa.
tall. He's a tall, spooky boy.
Whoa.
So I'll. I didn't know if I'm gonna have to crouch to look nice. So I'll kind of walk up and be like, "Do you not want to be alone?"
Alkman would care not to be alone. Alkman has been alone for many, many, many times, I have lost sight. The sun does not rise within Erixmes, so I do not know.
Is Erixmes alive?
Oh, Erixmes, yes, he is. He's. I forget the
Use
word. It's two words. The first syllable is the sound a horse makes.
Nay.
Nay?
The second syllable of the first word is a sort of a hooved animal with antlers.
Moose.
Deer?
Deer, yes.
Nay, deer?
And then
I like Nemus.
And then the second word has the second syllable is the opposite of out.
In?
Yes.
In.
And the first syllable is something you should not step on.
Nail.
No.
It's not wrong, you
Fire.
don't want to step on a nail.
That is true.
B.
Perhaps when you
Here.
strike at something and a break forms. What's another word?
A crack?
Yes.
Namus.
Oh. Kraken.
Nadir and
Nadir Kraken.
Yes.
Kraken.
Nadir Kraken.
Oh.
That is it.
Oh. Okay.
Nadir.
What?
Have you spoken to him?
Nadir.
Anybody's welcome to make a history check on Nadir Krakens if they would like.
I would like to do that.
A what?
I know what a Kraken is. That's a nat 1. I don't know what it is.
Ooh!
God, that is a 13
Is-
and
I got a 15.
I got a very high number. I just have to do some math here for a second. Give me a minute.
Math.
It's a non-natural 20.
So Vessi, I think, is the only one who's able to determine that. So Krakens can be creatures that exist out within the ocean, but Nadir Krakens are the largest and most monumental of all the Krakens that exist. They are usually formed out of the dreams of Thassa, and while many people think that like the Nadir Krakens are like agents of Thassa, they're more agents of their own selfish intentions. So they do not necessarily align themselves with Thassa. It differs from Kraken to Kraken. Vessi, you would know the most famous, which would be Tromocratus. That one is the one that often hates Theros and wants to destroy it all. But there are other Krakens that exist out within the Siren Sea that have no intention of destruction.
This one is named Arithmes. Okay. She's gonna pull in everybody close enough to her, obviously not me, as Mimi walked over. And it's just... So that name about the Kraken, the large creatures that are made from Thassa's drift, they don't really actually follow Thassa always, but that tells me that we're probably on the body part 1.
As you guys move in
Joking.
closer to talk to one another, Ulkman walks up behind you guys and just stands there.
I was talking to him. He walked away.
Oh, I thought Vessi pulled it. I thought Vessi pulled everybody in to talk to them.
He said
That
everyone
was
but
close
me because
enough to her.
Oh, gotcha.
I went to like talk to this dude. So
But I mean,
then
if
he'll
he
stand in
wants
front
to
of
walk up
Mimi
and
if
stand.
Mimi doesn't.
I thought he was just like, all right, peace, and like,
Bye.
he's like, I'm done talking to you.
Jump scare warning. Dear God, this man.
You talked to. I wrote it down.
Erixmes.
Erixmes?
Erixmes has never spoken, but Erixmes provides.
Okay, I didn't know if you guys were on speaking terms, or if you had a nickname, something that he calls you something cool and you call him something cool. But conversation is not necessarily a required element of friendship. Is he a friend of yours?
Friend.
Like a mom? I have a friend.
Friend.
Good friend.
I do not know.
Someone that you can at least, go to?
Friend, I think. I would not describe Erixmi as friend, but rather savior.
I mean, you can have relationships with those who have saved. I like realize that they're huddled behind me, and I'm just like, oh, I saw that you eat the kelp. Do you have any like special recipes you or do you just eat it straight?
Well, just the
This
kelp.
is the crochet episode all over again.
Just the kelp.
While they're talking,
Mhm.
Deo's gonna very quietly make his way over to the weird ball.
So the ball is on the other side of the river.
Oh, okay. How
Can I
wide is the
get a
river?
Description of the room again? I'm sorry.
Yeah, of course. So, yeah, you see that there are these columns that line all the way towards the altar in this sort of cave. What appears to be you're sort of like on the inside of a cave, as you all now presume you are inside the Kraken itself. So, and you see within the deposits of the cave, there appears to be some networks of what appears to be old campsites. And some like bedrolls where the other sort of sea, the natural sea bodies are splayed about. You see there's an altar towards the center. Behind the altar, there's a huge barrier of this sort of like seaweed-like plant. Almost kind of looks like coral, but it seems like it can survive sort of like outside the water. And then beyond that, there appears to be this large flowing river. And then on the opposite side of that river, which the closest distance to get to that pulsating sort of pink and red ball on the wall itself is about a 25 to 30 foot distance across, essentially.
Oof. And instead, can I take a look at some of these bodies and see if they were like trying to either kill each other or if they literally just rotted away?
Yeah, absolutely. Go over the bodies and go ahead and give me a medicine check.
Medicine. That is a 7.
Medicine.
With
I
my
think that was-
modifier, it's a 7.
I think on a 7 you can determine that there are no life behind these eyes. As you look at these creatures seeing about,
Dang,
it seems that
I think they're dead.
It seems that they are dead.
And
Damn.
maybe think of that TikTok of like
Crazy.
what's going on between those eyes? Nothing.
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 Hey,
Glad-
Dale!
Cannot. Shit!
How's
Don't.
it going? What are you
do
figuring out? What have,
Oh my
what have you
God,
figured
okay.
out so far?
Nothing at all.
Oh,
I think they're dead, but I don't know if be this guy crazy and like tried to kill them. You want to
Yeah.
steal some stuff?
yeah.
Nice. Okay.
Okay.
I'm gonna loot the bodies and see if I can't specifically find any daggers or knives. Because
There
all
does
of mine
not
are in
appear
the
to be any
ocean.
weapons.
Classic
on
rogue.
any- There doesn't appear to be any
Oh.
weapons on.
I will
Hmm.
also assist in the looting, but I'd like to look for any sort of like notes or parchments or scrolls.
Both of you give me an investigation check.
No knife? Oh my! Another one.
23.
Did you say investigation or perception?
Investigation.
16. But I rolled another 7. How weird is that? On a different dice.
So
There
between
you
the
go.
two of you, as you investigate through some of the bodies, you notice that there does appear to be some semblance of what appears that each of them have a small little holy symbol of Thassa on them that appears to be cracked or destroyed in some way.
Ooh.
Are they all broken similarly? Or is it all random?
It all seems to be random.
Okay.
Getting the idea this is on purpose.
Yeah, this all seems like if it was all just natural causes and stuff, it wouldn't be as uniform. That something specific happened down here.
Yeah, and like, why would you purposefully be keeping people underwater alive if you're... I'm still caught on the whole thing of like, we might be inside a monster. But say we are. Let's just think we are. Why would it need people inside it if it could just kill everything? Because it sounds like it can just kill everything.
A pixie just thinks for a second. She does not have any answers.
Yeah, it's just kind of watching and waiting.
Our brain cells are bonking each other a little bit.
I like
and that's it.
Nothing's
I like
happened.
that Deo focused in on that they can kill on anything, and the one thing that he did not mention is that not all of them went to destroy.
Oh, oops! He thinks they're killing machine. Soluble.
May I make an insight check
Sure.
on our scaly friend here?
Yeah.
I'm sorry to say
Our
I
little barnacle
forgot his
pal.
name.
Barnacle
Barnacle.
boy!
Barnacle Barnaby. Barnacle.
Barnacle boy!
Mermaid man and barnacle boy!
God damn it. Okay, that's not gonna do anything.
What did you
You
get?
have an
4 plus-
inspiration.
You also have
if
an
you want to
inspiration.
reroll.
What do you mean?
So,
Hey!
have an inspo
Oh
and a guidance.
yes. You know, I will use my inspiration because that was a bad roll. It was a 4.
Ooh.
That was worse.
No.
That was a 2.
So
Oh!
4.
Oh,
4 plus
Been there, my guy.
9.
Gotcha.
That's not bad!
So what are
Not
you
bad.
trying to glean from Ultimate?
I'm trying to glean if I don't know if I'm saying that correctly. I would like to see if Mr. Barnacle Boy really is friends with this Kraken. If Kraken has a hold on him.
As far as a 9, from what you can tell from Ulkman's demeanor and presence, is that Ulkman seems to worship Eryxmes. Nobody who, I mean, just even on a 9, if you write somebody's name over something, it appears that he has worship sway towards Eryxmes. So I think on a 9 you can tell that he very much worships him. Why and for what reason, you know, that's something for you to maybe ask about or inquire more.
Yeah. I'm gonna walk over to him.
You
Ulkman?
met my friend Solstice.
Yes. Oh, Solstice. What's a name?
Oh, and I'm so sorry. I don't think I introduced myself. I'm Mimi.
Mimi. Wonderful.
You know, like when a cat is like puffed up and like on edge in the corner staring at people, like you look back towards the stairs and that's Bessie.
How did you come to find Eryxmes?
Well, many years ago, potentially centuries. It was so long, it's hard to tell. Our town believed Eryxmes to be just an island itself. In the great exodus from the age of Thrax, we had long since wanted to depart from the Archons on the mainland, and thus our people found this island and built this city in Thassa's name. So long ago. So long. We did, and we thrived, we lived. It was wonderful. I was a priest. A worshipper,
Priest of
Thassa. I was. Indeed. And before I continue, let me just do some technical stuff. I don't know what's happening with Ty's camera. 1 second. See if I can make some adjustments. So sorry. There we are. Should be good. He says, it was a time. It was wonderful. But the people, they had lost favor with Thassa. Either felt that they were not getting enough fish, or feeling lost from her will, and they'd spoken about changing their worship to Helioid. I'd warned them against such manners. Such deliberations needed to be handled with care and with proper respect, and they chose not to. They chose not to. But Thassa, I don't think she even... I think she may have chuckled by herself, for she never sent an agent to warn us of a wave, or sent a army at our harbor. She simply just waited and did not warn us that we had built our town on Erixme's back. But myself and the acolytes, we were safe inside the lighthouse. And as the island sank, we survived. So we moved further. And as we found ourselves realizing where we were, I had felt hurt by Thassa. But I don't know if she protected me. I was a devout follower, even as the people were going against wanting to change their worship to Helioid, and I was devout. But I was not saved. Erixme saved me. Erixme provided me oxygen. Erixme gave me food, gave me water. I fear I did. It may have angered Thassa truly. It's this...
You're muted, Nick.
This form might have been Thassa's doing. I don't know. I see it as a new blessing of oneself.
Gonna hold up this medallion of Sphera, please. Does this mean anything to you?
It was a gift from a lovely priestess from Theros. You can have it if you'd like.
I mean, if it was your gift, shouldn't you?
I have no use for it now. Erixme provides.
Is it simply a medallion, or?
No, it's quite protective. From what I recall, it helps one's breath.
Interesting. One more question.
Yes.
What's that over there? And I point to the orb,
Ah,
little thing.
another thing Erixmes provides. Light within allows us to see.
Interesting. Thank you.
So then why's this above water for a while? Why didn't you just walk out?
I have long since found solace with Erixmes. He had protected me, he had gave me food, gave me water. I feel kinship with him. And now all of you feel the same. As you are here with me.
No. Like, how can we make this island go back up?
Oh, could be centuries. Millennia even.
Nah, can you, like, tell him to bring it back up?
I cannot speak to Erixmes.
I thought you said that you were a priest. What do you do then?
Priest of Thassa.
I think he's just a devout follower. I don't think he.
The little like stream he getting water from the river?
Mm-hmm.
Can I I'll like kind of look to him and be like and point to it and just be like, may I?
Of course.
Like
Wait.
can I see if it's like pure water? Like just like
It is not pure water.
So he's been drinking salt water, this dehydrated bitch. No wonder you got particles.
Okay.
May I walk back to Vessi? Walk back to Vessi. And I'm gonna say, Vessi, if you could keep his attention, I'm gonna try to make it to that light without him noticing.
I have an idea. Try to make it to the light, and if for some reason if something goes wrong, I'll just talk about this loudly until then. But I could always try to message the Kraken.
Oh no, but you can breathe underwater, can't you? So you can.
Hey! Go your thing first, because I feel like if I talk really loudly about being able to talk to his weird Kraken god, that maybe he'll be very enraptured with it.
Do you want to go or to jump in the river?
Do your thing
Okay.
first. This keeps everybody here, at least for right now. So do your thing right now.
And she's gonna pat you and give you level of cast. This give me a second. To get back down to it.
Do we have a secret
all
handshake?
talking to this guy and you're like,
No,
yes, you got him distracted.
she's gonna just like give you basically like a pat sort of thing, and instead of guidance like you two like we usually give back and forth to each other, wait, right. Oh, you don't need that. Never mind. She's gonna give you guidance. I was gonna give you heroism, but it doesn't actually give you a plus to anything but hit points. So
I mean,
go
I
for
have
it. You
terrible
have a guidance.
charisma, but sure.
You get a little guidance, and then she starts going like,
Oh boy, like I know how to talk to Thassa. I could probably talk to Arithmes. Should I talk to Arithmes, guys?
Ooh, yeah.
just
That
look
sounds
very
really
pointedly
cool.
Go ahead and
Wow.
go ahead and give me a persuasion check, and go ahead and do it at disadvantage.
Okay.
You're like, that bitch
Mikey,
fucked
honey.
you over.
I cast guidance on
Hey, can I rub your little head? These dice? No.
I thought you
she's
were
getting
talking
further
to
into
Dan.
the armpit.
I'm like, I
Can I
don't
rub
know.
your- Can I poke one of your
Come here,
particles and see if the little
Dan.
thing comes out?
Yes. Yeah.
Ever try to scrape those off?
Oh my god.
Have you ever heard of like abrasive exfoliation or
That's the word, exfoliation.
Okay. That's my. I usually play characters with high risk. At least in a negative, though. It's the.
Wow, must be nice.
What was the number? Yeah, I got it cut out there for a second. What number did you get?
11.
11. You mentioned that you could speak to Eryxnes, but then you also mentioned that you could speak to Thassa. And when you say that, Alkman's eyes just go wide as he goes, "You can speak to Thassa? Are you here to... Is she angry? Of course she's angry. Why? Of course she's angry. I told him
but I'm
I've
usually.
forsaken my devotion to her.
Can I go
Instead,
over and like
I've done it. She
please
breaks me.
hug the
But
man?
that's not...
Yeah,
But this is
it
the
picks
age.
I don't know if you
Is
should
this what
touch
Thassa
it.
had moved.
Xie's gonna use one of her
This is a good distraction.
one of her warlock things real quick and telepathically to him she's gonna go, all is well, in hopes that he assumes that it
Oh my
That voice. That voice.
she tries to sound really majestic, so
Alright.
it's like,
Go ahead and give me
Guys,
a,
why
All
Thassa
is
sound cringe as
well.
hell?
go ahead and give me a deception check at disadvantage.
a what? A what?
Deception check at disadvantage.
Deception. Okay.
While he's breaking down, I do want to just like kind of put my arms around him and like, you know when like, if like, I don't know, this is just because I'm neurodivergent. If I freak out, please squeeze me. Because I'm doing that like, I am his weighted blanket right now, trying to center him.
So even with disadvantage, I got a 25 because I have a +9 to deception.
Sneaky
Alright.
little.
All is well.
So you say that, and he kind of takes notes off. He says, so looks around and just says, oh, the voices are back.
Oh man.
As
If
you
he has there, I'm gonna just kind of pet it, and hopefully he's like, I'm like, go sleep, go sleep.
I don't think you should touch it.
but this is, as you all are amply distracting him. So, Solstice, if you want to go ahead. So what are you
Okay.
going to do to get over to...
I want to stick to the shadows, the sides of the caverns,
Mhm.
out of sight.
Yeah.
Until I get to this kind of coral vine thing in front of the river. Do you need me to make a stealth check?
Yes,
or...
please.
That is a 6, and then plus 3, so 9,
I'm going to add that guidance.
and then plus 3, 12.
All right, 10 is what you needed, so you are able to stealth your way.
Thank you, Vessi.
Yeah, that
Thank
guy
you,
saved
Vessi.
you.
He might have dropped out, by the way.
I'm gonna. Oh no, that's it.
So yeah, so you stealth your way over towards the barrier to get closer
Mhm.
to the sort of orange light.
Is it possible to peer through it?
So currently, right now, do you want to try to like get across the river? Because there is still that 30-foot gap between the altar
Yeah.
where you are versus the altar of where the light is sort of fixated along the wall.
So the thing is, I can Misty Step as Faye touched
You
once
can
per
misstep.
rest. So
If you want to do that, you can. I will say that's going to drop your stealth the moment you cast magic to get over there.
interesting. Okay. I look back at the.
I mean, I'm holding.
What
Okay.
are like these voices that you hear in your head? Tell me all about the voices that you hear in your head. I'm not. I
fucking Misty
all
Step.
about it.
I said another voice in his head.
Nice.
Hey, how's it going?
Good idea.
You, Misty Step, as you make your way over there, Alquin sort of turns his head and he looks and he says, "Ah, hello, hi. Be careful over there."
Oh, I'm sure she will, and I keep petting his hair and hugging him. Like
I kind of do the do
Correct.
the mouth thing.
The voices, they don't sound like my old crewmates or my old acolytes, so
I
They
send
sound
one that
very
goes,
different.
arg.
Walk up to this pulsating
Mhm.
little
Yeah. You look at it a lot more and you can see that this sort of, while it does look spherical from it, as you get a closer inspection, you can see that it is sort of what appears to be sort of malformed to the wall itself.
a mouth.
No, malformed. So the walls, so it's not just like a sphere that is like resting up against the wall. It is instead almost as if a sphere is trying to protrude out from the walls.
And it's glowing.
It is glowing.
May I make be an Arcana check or a...
You can do either Arcana or Nature check, whichever you choose.
Well,
Druid shit.
I don't have great nature, or I don't have great intelligence, so
All of my druids were like that too.
that's bad.
I like leaves, don't know what they are.
I'm going to
Is this a bird?
do a
Not to pause everything really quick, but it does look like the stream dropped a second ago.
Oh,
I think it and it just happened again. I think we're back now, but
Okay.
if that's something we want to pause shortly to situate and maybe take our break.
Yeah,
Yeah.
why don't we take our break right now, and we will, because I have been seeing something like that, and I presume that it was stopping the stream. But hopefully I can do some finagling, and we can get that all sorted. Tune in soon, folks, as our...
We're gonna take a little break.
take a little bit of a break here as we get all sorted. All right, we'll be right back. Bye.
Bye.
Uh-oh. Are we gonna get eaten? I don't know.
Hello, welcome back,
I love
everybody.
jam session. Music is my
Starting a
passion.
Hello, welcome back. For
Hi,
those
guys.
tuning in first time, this is Edge Knowledge, Theros campaign for Misty Mountain Gaming. Our brave adventurers have realized they find themselves inside a nadir kraken, otherwise known by the name of Eryxmes. That's where we left off.
I'm in danger.
Solstice was investigating
Big
the
time.
only light source within this cave within Eryxmes itself, which is this malformed, large, sort of pulsating pink and red sphere that seems to be almost protruding out of the wall. Solstice, you were still determining whether or not you wanted to do either a nature or arcana check. What did you end up going with?
Well, seeing as we're possibly inside a creature, so either way, it's going to be a +1. We'll see. That'll be a 14.
Only 14 on nature.
Nature.
Cool. On a 14. Also, apologize for all these little blips and disconnections here. I'm pretty sure it's the rain. Don't know how to stop that, so I do apologize. But if it hopefully it doesn't get too bad. With that, you.
I think it just.
Did it blinked again? It blinked again.
Yeah, we went off.
We were off.
Oh no!
No.
Ooh, this rain. What can I tell you? So.
Oh hi, we're back.
We are back.
Hello.
All right. Hello.
There you go.
Yeah, California does not know what to do when it comes to weather.
It
Like
does
literally,
California is a
our power companies will be like, "Hey, we might just shut off," and send you like little alert texts about it because they don't know what to do.
They don't know.
yeah.
But with a 14 nature, I think above anything else that what you can glean from this is that this does not appear to be a natural part of the cave, or in this instance, the body. And you don't necessarily think that it's like magical or anything like that, but you think that this, whatever this is, doesn't necessarily belong here, or it's not something that should be here.
Okay. I think I'm going to cast Dispel Magic.
You go to cast Dispel Magic, and you waft over it. It does not seem... Thank you for the follow. Timholdren? I can't read the name. Timholdren? I'm so bad. I need to get better at that. You go to cast Dispel Magic, and your spell washes over it, but it does not appear to affect it. We might have disconnected it again. So I got that notification. Oh, it says it reconnected right then and there.
Wee!
Ooh, little blip. Aha.
Oh, hey. Blip.
Oh,
Just like that.
I mean, mine is about like
If it
8 or 10 seconds behind, anyways. So I never know.
if it starts to become a lot more, we may have to end early, but we'll see how things shake up. Hopefully it stays stable.
for players, but also this is a picture of a nadir kraken.
Oh, yo.
That's size and scale
we-
for you.
Uh-oh.
We beat a sea serpent, but that thing's
I'm
pretty
in
like...
danger.
Oh no!
Okay.
God, I hate the ocean.
You keep saying blip, and I keep thinking perfect balance.
The blip.
Everything should be.
I think of the bloop, which is another ocean mystery. But that's for another
No.
time.
Okay, well,
Listen,
I...
there's a lot of ocean mysteries. That's the full reason why I'd rather just get shot into space than go in the ocean.
Yep.
Both certain death, one way worse, and that's ocean.
Go ahead, Solstice.
I can't Misty Step back because that is a one thing.
Mhm.
You're just there.
Could I? You need help? Me, just a second. She's gonna turn to Mimi, and first she's gonna take out her like traveling rope and tie it around her waist really tight, and then she's gonna hand the other end to you and be like, "Hold that." And she's gonna start like.
I start
like,
wrapping
basically,
it
like-
around me just because I'm like, I got a good base. Like,
Yeah.
we thick on the bottom.
She all about that base.
Exactly. Low center of gravity.
No trouble.
But basically I'm just with the rope around me in case the current of the little river is a little too much. I'm just gonna start swimming across to go get my friend.
Cool. Go ahead and give me a strength saving throw as you jump into the river.
Thank goodness I have gauntlets of ogre power.
Wow,
I
she's so
have
powerful.
Yeah.
I'm so excited to make those for the cosplay though, because I'm gonna put those little eyeballs in them and I'm gonna try to make them move so that they look at people.
Nice. My cosplay is just a cloak.
Yeah.
That's a comfy cosplay. That's a smart cosplay.
It's okay. This is the first time I
Would
haven't
be
shown
a
it.
19.
So a 19, as you, and it's a good thing you tied yourself to Mimi, because as you suspected, this current is way stronger than you anticipated.
You watch her put one foot in and it just buckles under her.
Buckles right under
Just flip.
Yeah.
And so
in a
We just
wave
flipped
pool.
again.
you're able
Flipped.
to maintain yourself, and you're able to swim over towards the other side.
Come on, I can help you get across. Either you can be like a tiny thing that I carry, or I can just like hold you and like.
I mean, you really don't have to swim. I can just, like,
That's
reel
true.
you back
Mimi
in.
can pull us too.
All right. I'm really curious though. What if I want to touch it? Like,
You
what
touch
happens?
it.
Oh no, I didn't mean.
Oh.
I was talking to.
Gotcha, my
I mean,
apologies.
I can. She's
like,
gonna
"No."
like grab onto something from the other side while still in the water. So she's doing this talk that sounds like normal, but you're watching her whole body just like, like straight to one side. Just like,
Oh.
go ahead, try it. What to? I mean, you're already over here if you want the jit.
It's never good if the D goes, so you touch it?
No, it's very good.
You know what? Fuck it.
You touch
He's
it.
not the voice. Bessie's not the voice of reason. If you ask her, should I do this thing that may be stupid, she's gonna say yes.
I grab onto, then I squeeze it, and then I turn back. I let Bessie's hand. I turn back and I.
You're letting go and give you a guidance.
Thank you.
Preactive.
I touched the
You touch the
The
orb.
Orb.
half orb.
Ponder.
You go to touch the orb, the sphere,
Oh great.
and
Smile.
Oh no.
you feel its texture is very much almost as if you were petting like an armadillo shell, in the sense that it seems very like rough and coarse, but
Gives you leprosy.
it feels like if you pushed in hard enough you could like crack through. And so
Oh.
but you, as you hold onto it, and as soon as you press it, you watch as the light within the sphere itself almost sort of like lights up even brighter as you do so. But it does so almost sort of like reactionary.
Asthma ball.
Can I? Is it an egg? I don't know. Can
I think on that nature check you can tell it's not an egg.
It's not an egg.
Yes.
Okay. I look back. Not an egg. And I think it's weird. It's sort of like I mean, it feels like, but it's not. I think I'm gonna push further.
You try to push further in, and as you do so, right where you're pushing in, it sort of gets redder and redder as you push in.
Oh. I pick and
Take your hand away.
I look, yeah, I take my hand. Okay, that seems like it seems natural.
Is it like hard or is it like squishy?
Both at the same time.
Pixie whispers,
You.
I was just kind of sitting and watching.
yeah, we're
This
sitting
happened.
together. Just
What is our barnacle boy doing right now?
He's watching you two closely.
I think I'll lean
What's
over to
his
Barnacle
facial
Boy and be
expression?
Like,
Give me an
okay,
insight
that
check.
touching.
Insight check. Okay.
Mimi, what did you say to him?
I just go like, is it okay that they're touching that? I don't want to deface your home.
I just worry that they will break the blessing that Erixmes has given me. For a while I used to sit here in the dark, but this has provided much light.
Well,
Insight.
I will make sure that they do not break, and if they do, they will pay for it.
Okay, so the insight is an
I will
8
lay 'em.
plus
Okay.
a 9.
8 is... I mean, he's...
And then 8 plus 9
Oh, plus
is
9.
15.
17 plus guidance is... Oh, wait, no, that was an inspiration. Or wait.
It was guidance, so 1d4.
No, guidance, yeah.
Mhm.
Plus 3. There we go. So
Um,
that is a
20.
dirty 20.
He's concerned because he thinks you're, because he says out loud he sees it as a blessing from Erixmes to provide light into the cave, and so he's concerned that you're messing with it. So I think that's just the thing on his face, is that he's just concerned that you're messing with this blessing.
I'm preemptively gonna take the little hooded lantern from my traveler's pack, and I'm gonna light that up with some oil and just kind of set it next to me.
And seeing that, I pull out my little pocket lyre and I pluck some tunes on it real quick, and I'm going to inspire Solstice. So you have a D6 at your disposal for something.
Thank you. What kind of blessing is this?
A blessing of light.
But it did this to you. It made you... Erixmes made you into this. Erixmes...
Are y'all just shouting across the room?
I feel this visage was Thassa's doing, I believe.
How? I mean, how?
Ow! Yeah.
I do not know. Anybody's welcome to make a religion check. Vessi, you of course can make this with advantage if you'd like.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
I'll try.
Get your ass over here.
20.
Ooh, that's a 5.
5.
He said,
Whoa!
Annie.
20.
Oh my god. Religion. So I had to get there. 25.
Woo!
Should I
Eric.
even roll?
It's up to you. But Pixie and Mimi, I think for the both of you on that 20. Deo, what did you get for your religion?
5.
Deo, you haven't the faintest idea.
That's weird as hell.
I think for Pixie and Mimi, both of you recollect that this isn't like out of the ordinary for magic like this to be sourced from Thassa in some way. So the transformation could make sense. Vessi, on a 25, I think it dawns on you that you know that Thassa can and has often laid out curses to people who have wronged her in some way, shape, or form. You would know best that much like her husband Porphoros, she has a very short temper. Like many of the gods of Theros, they often all have a short temper at times, and so it wouldn't. This sort of transformation that you see on Alkman and the rest of his presumed acolytes is likely one of melding with the sea itself. So it is highly possible that this transformation was a curse from Thassa.
She's gonna share that information with Solstice quietly. She doesn't want him to hear it.
For sure.
But yeah, she's gonna quietly just be like,
Yeah.
Tassa may have done that, I mean, she gets angry a lot.
What if maybe he can help us? Maybe if we lift his curse, there's a curse, or maybe that'll make Thassa angry.
It might make her angry. It also might just be a really strong curse because it came from a god. So I don't know if we can make it necessarily.
I'm just really confused. I'm not sure if Amixis is taking us somewhere deeper into the ocean, or if we should trust him. I'm also curious as to where this river leads.
I am too, and I don't know if we should really trust the Kraken, mostly because it's a Kraken. Like, yes, they're smart, but I don't know. I don't really get the vibe that he's doing all these things for his worshippers. Like, I think he's just swimming where he wants to go. Maybe I don't think we can break his curse, but maybe if we can get out of here, we could take him with us.
Perhaps, but why did all the others die and he's the that bothers me?
Possibly just perseverance. It had been a long time. Maybe he's just had the best will to keep going. I see that look on your face. It could also be something really like weird and strange and scary and like, oh, the Kraken is killing people. I don't know.
You're
one hand. Yeah.
I wanna go.
Hand.
Oh gosh.
While they're doing this,
see.
can
Yeah, there.
okay.
Go for it.
Can I look around at one of the camps and is there like a tool set or anything around that someone might have just like left?
Yeah, I'd say that there's old like supplies that were like used to like just sort of an old set of supplies like that. I think so, sort of like basic sort of like chiselings and iron pikes to like set up tents and stuff like that.
Perfect. Then can I find a hammer?
Yeah, there'd be like a small mallet to go along with it.
Alrighty. I want to go up to one of the nearby columns, and I'm going to take out Python? Is that how you pronounce it?
Yeah.
Pitten?
Yeah, whatever.
We had a discussion about this.
I don't know. So.
And it completely went through one ear and out the other. I want to go up to one of the columns.
Yeah.
And just kind of like looking over at the orb. I just want to like stick it to the wall and just give it a big whack. See if anything happens.
At the column.
Just into the
stone.
Yeah, just into the stone.
You do that. You don't see the orb appears to be reacting.
Okay, you know what?
We just watch Deo just walk around on the back. Just like stick it something into the stone.
Pixie goes, ooh!
I wanted to see if it bleeds.
Oh.
Wanted to see if the wall bleeds.
What?
I wanted to see if the
Your
wall
mic
bleeds.
echoed it.
Yeah.
You know,
They pull it out like a shank. See if there's blood.
The hell's a shank?
You yank it out. It doesn't appear that anything pours out from the wall.
Put my ear up to the wall.
Put your hair up.
Don't hear anything.
You don't really hear anything.
Pixie goes to the other side of the column and pats on it so you hear something on the inside.
You do not hear the patting from what Pixie is doing.
Oh.
this is starting to make Solstice very anxious.
Do I?
And
Can I knock on it like right next to my ear? And does it sound like just solid stone?
It sounds like solid stones, like just knocking against a mountain almost.
Okay.
Yes,
I
Solstice.
don't really think that
Interesting.
we're inside of it. I think we're on top of it.
I am
What?
going to I'm gonna walk back over to it,
To what?
and I'm going to cast Ice Knife, keep it in my hand, and I'm gonna look at our barnacle friend. I keep forgetting his name.
If you are holding an ice knife in your hands and holding it
Barnacle
next to the
bug.
sphere, Alchemid is looking at you with fear in his eyes, and he looks at you and he says, What are you doing? What are you doing?
You're going to tell us right now what's going on and why these people are dead, and you're going to tell us everything right now, or I swear I'm going to kill you.
What?
Solstice!
Yeah, go ahead and give me an intimidation check.
Solstice, holy shit!
How are you going to kill him from over there?
What are you doing?
This is
That's-
crazy!
Essie's just floating in the water, looking back and forth, just like.
That's not a good check. That's a 7.
You have
Does
my
that-
inspiration. You could add a d6 if you want.
I think he already. Oh no, wait, that was guidance.
That was my guidance.
You can add a d6.
D6. That's okay. I will do that.
And I also used my telepathy to make it really scary, like "Rrrr" in his head.
If you can hit a
Are
DC
you
20
pulling a
intimidation
rope like
check,
a
you may
fucking
absolutely allow him to roll with advantage.
Okay, I'll
You
try that.
are 100% the CN of this campaign. I hope you're proud of yourself.
I'm honored, honestly. Oh, I got a 19.
Not that
Ah! Oh well.
bad. So you want to add
That's
that
okay.
D6 to your 7?
Sure. I'll do it.
Go for it.
Come on, roll
I
that.
got a 6.
Hey!
Max, so that gets you at a 14, right?
13.
13.
13 because of the -1 mod.
I see. Gotcha. Hold on a second. Alquin looks at you and he says, They were weak! They could not withstand the curse! I could! And I could with Erixme's favor! His blessing allowed me to persevere, to survive, and if you so harm Erixmes, then you will know what I am capable of. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I did not mean to yell. I don't want you to leave.
I mean, then why don't you just help us get you out of here, man?
I don't want to leave. This is my home.
Set that.
Dude, you're
Solstice
surviving, but you sure as hell aren't living.
You drop the ice knife and you see he sort of relaxes.
I drop it, and when he says home, I kind of sink to the floor.
Well, does anybody want any food? Scoot goes over and yanks off some more pieces.
No, thank
thinking.
Do you guys
Fuck
want
it.
to come back across?
Dayo's gonna run over to the bank of the river, and
I believe I may have frozen, because it looks like it's frozen on my end on the stream. Oh,
all right with
oh, hold on.
Ew.
We were doing so well. Are we back?
And
line, but
it just
Are we back?
popped off for me, so it might pop
Yeah.
back on.
Are we back? I think we might be back on.
It says
Mine's
we're off.
always a little.
There we go.
behind.
Okay.
Yeah,
We should be back.
yeah, we're good.
Had a brief pause there. So, Deo, what are you doing? You're running to the other side?
he's gonna run to the bank, and I'm gonna take my last dagger, and I'm gonna see if I can sharpshoot it and throw it into the orb.
Go ahead and give me an attack roll.
Okay. Okay, that's 13.
13, that hits. So the dagger sails across and hits into the orb. Once it hits into the orb, you start seeing emanating out, it's going to be gross, what looks to be this sort of reddish and pinkish pus, almost as if you have punctured a cyst inside something. And when you do that, you see Alkman stares at you and says, "Why have you done this? You are hurting it!" And I'm gonna need everybody to roll for initiative, please, as well.
Okay.
How close am I to this stuff?
It's,
Oh, it might
I mean,
be splattered here, man.
yeah, you might get a little bit of that
Splash
splash.
zone.
Like I said,
I wiped it off.
It was gross. I'm sorry.
God,
Also, for added
Damn
fun,
it,
I rolled with my
baby.
fossilized coral die.
Ooh.
I got a 13.
It's some MMG vintage.
You got a 19?
13.
Solstice got a 13. Mimi, you said you got a 19?
Got a
I'm
16.
gonna get
16.
this roll 20 out.
Got a 9. Oh, I should probably do that.
Oh,
9.
yeah. That's the thing.
And then
21.
21.
Yeah. 21.
Also, when he says, "What have you done? You're hurting it," you watch him stomp his foot into the ground, and when he does so, all of the bodies of his other acolytes rise up and sort of turn their heads towards you, like
Fucking knew it. Fucking knew it. God damn this guy.
Zombie
Ultimate-
horde, zombie horde. Oh.
Yeah! God, I love Left 4 Dead.
We're frozen again.
All right.
You look at these little
Wait, we
guys.
froze again? We froze again?
Did we? Did we
We
freeze
did,
again?
we did for
Did
a
we?
little bit and we're back.
All right.
Okay, cool, cool.
I'm going to
Oh my god!
move everybody roughly to where they were positioned.
Nasty!
I didn't realize how big that thing was.
I literally got super angry with Ulkman in my chest. I'm like literally enraged right now.
Oh damn, this
Why
place
are
is
you
so
mad? We came to
big!
his house and fucked shit up.
Uh-oh!
Alrighty, and we'll transition to our battle map. Woo! Looky here, folks. Of course, we have here is sort of just a rough image of.
Total dead man's chest.
Ulkman. Now I feel bad.
Yeah.
For what?
I just wanted to show the token.
Maddie.
We have to look at Ulkman longer than.
Face.
1 second. Why is it
Check
doing
out my
that?
Instagram story for a funny screenshot out of Crash and
I'm
I.
gonna refresh my page here.
This is
See if
great.
that works. Just wanted to show.
Oh. I dropped my ice knife, so I no longer have it in my hand.
I'm just saying you could have stabbed it.
I
you
also
know.
just wanted to quickly share, yes, there's a vote thing in the middle, and also there's a Sam Regal on my Instagram, but look, all 4 of us are right there as my story.
Oh, look at us all posting.
Look at how colorful
We're still
all of
colorful.
our
Oh my gosh, yeah, we're like the entire cool color scheme.
yeah.
Okay, my thing doesn't seem to be showing the zoom in thing, so I'm just gonna zoom in. This is roughly what Alkman looks like, folks. Seeing right here next to Mimi.
Nasty.
Nasty. And then
Oh, that orb is a lot bigger than I pictured.
Yeah,
it.
it's
Oh
a
yeah. For
pretty
the most part, yeah,
ponderable
Big
totally.
guy. Or should
And
I
then-
call it a cyst?
zooming in on
No.
our
Sisters.
Sister.
Hi, sister.
just this is what the acolytes,
sounding like
the
James
other
Charles.
bodies, sort of roughly look like.
Flash battery.
Gross.
Oh, and S. Okay. Good.
So,
I'm still my.
with that, Deo, you are first to act, having initially pierced this thing.
Okay. And what did he say to me at the end?
I think he says you're hurting it, and then got angry. And sort of stomped his feet and had all of his sort of, the body sort of puppeted upwards.
Gotcha. Oh, I knew something was up. Fuck you! And he's gonna turn around, come over, and trying to be careful of Mimi, he's gonna take a short sword and stab him.
Go for it.
Am I
Wow.
grappling this guy because I took the rope?
Okay. Oh, I need to delete my last dagger out of my equipment. 'Cause I am not going to get that back. Absolutely no desire to. Is
14 to hit.
Mm.
As you run up with your dagger, go to attempt to stab Alkman. Alkman sort of just moves out of the side and just is staring you down, going, "This is not what friends do. Friends don't do this to each other."
And my assassin to disengage and use Scourger back 15 feet.
Yeah, you are welcome to use your rogue ability to disengage and move back 15 feet. Absolutely. Also, don't know if my Discord keeps cutting in and out.
He's alive!
I froze again. That's why. My apologies. So, what do you say to him after he says this is not what friends do?
He just goes, "I'm not your friend,"
Okay.
and he hops back to 15 feet.
Cool. Rock and roll. Is that your turn?
Yes.
Cool. At the end of your turn, Alkman's going to use one of his legendary abilities.
Oh.
It's a legendary
Excuse me?
guy.
I mean, this is what enemies do, so come on.
Yeah, but
Let's freaking go!
But
Violent Solstice!
I tried. I really did.
You
Sorry.
watch as water forms around Alkman's hand, and he looks at you and he just says, "No, where are you going?" And he whips out as the water stretches out towards you, pierces into you. You take 21 points of piercing damage, and then are pulled towards him.
All of my react. I'm so
It disconnected and paused on everybody's reaction, so I got a screenshot of everybody's reactions to that attack.
I
Oh my.
I still just like skewered, or did he pull me up? Yeah.
Could you repeat that? It kind of cut it in and out.
Oh, hang on,
Oh, we're blipping.
We're blipping again. Let's see if we can get through one round of combat, and then we may have to call it.
It's okay. This will be worth it. Am I like skewered still? Like, am I grappled? Or...
You are grappled from this.
No!
And so you are still...
Oh, no.
So as it skewered you with the water, sort of pulls you in, and has grappled you currently.
Well, if it isn't the consequences of my own action.
So that was his legendary action.
Yeah.
Mimi, that's gonna be you.
I'm still holding this goddamn rope, and I'm like, essentially, I'm gonna look over at Solstice and Vessi and go, if you're going to come over, you need to come over now. And I'm gonna hold my action to start reeling them in if they choose to come over. If they seem like they're not going to, I'm dropping.
Cool. Rock and roll.
I would probably at some point. Well, we'll wait for my turn.
So look, I bought a monkey.
You're great.
So sorry, let me make a quick clarification. You have not been pulled towards him. So he is impaled and grappled you with this water. We have blipped again.
Still.
Or just...
We have flipped again. I don't know if these...
I hate to say it.
Yeah, I think what we're gonna do, we have reconnected. It keeps disconnecting and reconnecting, and I think at this point we may have to call it and continue this fight another time. So. You know what that means, folks? That just means you gotta tune in next time to see if our heroes are gonna survive this really dangerous creature that they did not realize was dangerous. Yeah, really
I thought he
kicked it
was
off.
just a nice dude with no friends.
We have varied perceptions of sea people. We can tell who likes the ocean and who doesn't.
I think my alignment is probably yelling at me.
Truly. But
my alignment is cheering, but I'm not.
Well, thank you all so much. This has been truly spectacular to have you all here, to tuning in to this wild adventure. Tune in next time to see if they, one, figure out a way to get out of the kraken they now find themselves inside of, and if they will survive this fight between Ulkman, this very lonely and very dangerous cursed.
Well, we don't nervous.
So tune in next time, folks, and tune in this week for all of the amazing streams happening all around. Tune in Wednesday for Wild Beyond the Witchlight, Thursday for the Search of the Spellforge, and then two nerds play on Friday. We will see you all again next Tuesday to continue this adventure. So tune in next time. See you in. And if nobody has told you yet already, we love you all. Thank you all so much. It was truly
We love you guys.
Make sure we hit that subscriber goal, and we'll see you all next week.
See you later.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Bye.
Tomorrow for Good Morning Feywild.
Have a nice week.
Good morning, Feywild.
That's right, Good Morning Feywild.
That was so good. Man.
Bummer, dude.